Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Thursday, December the 9th, 2021. I do want to thank you genuinely for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is a general daily read for all 12 signs for the collective. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. But we are going to begin by pulling the overall focus for the day from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. Oh, I do want to also mention, on a random note, I know it can be a bit confusing when looking at my page from afar, scrolling through all the videos as to how they're broken down unless you hover over each specific title and see what it's for. So that's why I categorize every single set of readings into playlists. You know, one for the month for the dailies, one for the weekly set, each weekly, and then one for the monthly and mid-months, you name it. So utilize those to help you pick and choose what to watch. Alrighty, one more shuffle for my lovely collective for Thursday, the 9th of December, 2021. Fertility. A focus on what you want to give birth to. Some of you focus on legit birth, but also an underlining focus on justice, or for a handful of you, a lack of justice up until this point. Justice when it comes to your transformation on an individual level. Getting ready to spread your wings and fly towards something new, and therefore that'll bring you this level of justice. It feels like more balance as well. These days may be feeling for a lot of you like there's a lack of balance. Things are sort of out of whack or not feeling very aligned with you, whether that's people around you, situations you're wrapped up in. At the very least, it just feels as if what you're moving towards or getting ready to move towards is protected, but will just bring you more balance and more success. I feel like this sort of came up in the previous daily read that I did for Wednesday, but anyways, let's pull the main part of the reading from the Tattoo Tarot deck. One more shuffle. I'm hearing stay in your lane, and I really feel like there's going to be a reminder throughout this Thursday to keep to yourself, or not necessarily keep to yourself, but don't get wrapped up in gossip. Don't stress over someone else's path in comparison to yours. Don't worry about how somebody else or multiple other people truly feel when it comes to what you want to give birth to, or the path that you're feeling redirected towards, or trying to make the best out of. I hope that makes sense. It's like, just pay no mind to the gossip, to the BS surrounding you throughout the day, or other people's opinions and judgments. You know what's right for you within. All right, I'm going to not take these. What else do we have for this upcoming Thursday? We've got half of the spread. We're doing one for each quarter per usual. What else do we have for Thursday? Things may not feel as easy at certain points of the day as you would expect. Just keep it moving forward. Alright, so we're beginning with the Devil. Underlining focus on your emotions. Why are you feeling so emotional? I feel like a lot of you, it's due to an ending previously that keeps being brought up within your memories in your mind, or it has a lot to do with you just feeling a bit depleted, low in energy, feeling as if you're just overworked or just have a lot going on in your life, or at the very least mentally. King of Cups, feeling confident, strong, or being reminded that you're very strong, but just emotional at the end of the day. Okay. We're beginning with the Devil. You begin the day and I feel like you're overthinking. Let's clarify each one. Planning but overthinking in the midst of that process, feeling like your emotions are taking over to begin the day. Don't be surprised if it is a first quarter for you where you're just feeling a little bit wounded, right? Not having a lot to give, stressing over to an extent wanting that justice when it comes to what you're going after, feeling like it's been a bit of a never-ending battle to achieve what you desire or what you feel is meant to be successful. Yeah, you're truly stressing or thinking thoroughly about having that happily ever after when it comes to developing a family, having a family, giving birth to a child for some of you, or just wanting to find that happily ever after in a few different categories, whether it's somebody to settle down with, to say is my other half, or to just have that happily ever after when it comes to success within your career and finances. For some of you, it could be all of the above, or just, some of what I just mentioned. It doesn't have to just be one, but just allow yourself to remember that there have been some blockages up until this point, it feels like. Just don't overstress yourself. Allow for the remainder of the day to be a bit of a healing process. But we have the Three of Wands. Sorry, the Four of Wands. Wow, wrong again. Third time's the charm. That happened for a reason. The Six of Wands. You make your way to wrap up the first half of the day, and there is an immense amount of attention being given to you. If you're running an online business, that's where it's happening. It could even be in the workday, as in your work environment as well. People reaching out and just acknowledging you for who you're becoming, all that you're trying to work towards, even if they don't understand fully what you're planning for. Whatever attention and praise you're getting, acknowledgement you're getting at this point in the day, brings you an immense amount of happiness. You might be getting some acknowledgement or attention for a completion that took place in the past or will be happening moving forward, even if you don't want it. But it feels like you're put on stage for one of your skills, or for just being very talented, for doing things, for appearing to do things with ease, even if there's that bit of struggle within your mind, or it feels like hard work all the meanwhile. You're going to move from a very stressful kind of emotional part of the day to begin to a very purposeful, attention, praise-filled part of the day to wrap up the first half, where it makes you beyond happy. Wow. We're moving on to the Four of Wands. And so with the Four of Wands to begin the second half of the day, you're reminded things are aligning, falling into place, that your emotions and your stress is purposeful, even if it's just a pain in your behind, in your ass. Ooh. You're being reminded of something you don't want to remember. Something you don't remember, blanks being filled in. Why is that coming up? Why, Spirit? There's a reason to prevent you from making a similar mistake, or to remind you that every little thing happens for a reason. You wouldn't be where you are today, getting this attention, this praise, if something didn't happen in the past or end in the past. You're a star in the making, even if it feels a bit rough all the meanwhile. A gift of abundance in the form of clarity, as well as more attention, a little bit of financial comfort as well for some of you. Something at the very least to ease one's mind, to make you feel even less emotional. It's like you start the day on such a heavy, heavy note, emotional note once again, that the rest of the day becomes a very healing, sort of rewarding time for you. A gift from the universe, from Spirit, to allow yourself to feel 10 times better once again. It's like, yeah, we see you being, your mood improving, feeling a lot happier, completing those emotions to a certain extent, but it just keeps going. We finish up the spread in the day with the Ace of Wands. Very much related to this fertility card. A passionate, fresh start. Thinking a lot about your world. This is a very interesting part of this card that I never really focused on. Some of you thinking about where you live, where you wish to live. Changing your residence potentially. Double Ace of Wands. There could be two different fresh starts you're looking to embark upon, or it could just be double passion for this one thing. This one fresh start you're looking to achieve or be successful with. But although meanwhile, it's like behind the scenes you are feeling and not wanting to show everybody how emotional you're feeling about it, but trying to take a calm, cool, and collected stance on it, or being pushed to view it and approach it in that manner. Realizing that your stress and overthinking, potentially that took place in the first quarter, is not going to push you towards the success any quicker. It's not going to benefit the outcome at the end of the day, at the, when you do end up giving birth to it. A huge focus on the fact that you are a little bit nervous about this new beginning, or a little bit emotional once again, but it's like you're reminded at the end of the day that this is going to be successful, and you need to balance yourself out before you do give birth to it, between your masculine and your feminine side. Just, sort through your emotions in the upcoming days without overly sitting in them too long. Does that make sense? Learn from them, grow from them, and then move on, as I always say. Let's pull one more. Yeah, you could finish up the day feeling just a tad bit of anxiety when it comes to, wanting this fresh start to begin. But I do feel like you finish up the day and some exciting news comes to be. You do some research, or the divine informs you of a little bit of clarity when it comes to this beginning, what you're looking to give birth to or planning to give birth to at this time. And at the end of the day, at the end of this Thursday, you're reminded that this is going to be so damn successful. So get excited and allow for those emotions to, to stay in the past. Of course, in the upcoming days, like I said, heal from them, but don't allow yourself to fear the worst or expect the worst, because I do feel like you're about to get your own taste of justice in the midst of this transformation. Wow. So I hope this reading was truly helpful as we have the Wheel of Fortune. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing Thursday, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye.